Today we are talking about film looks. If you want your projects to stand out for your clients or to qualify for film festivals, you have to focus on leveling up your look. Now, everyone talks about cinematic color, but most people think it takes years to master. But I'm here to tell you it doesn't. All you really need to know is 3 powerful tools inside DaVinci Resolve to get that real film look your clients desire, and I'll prove it. In this video, I'm going to break down the only 3 tools you need to become a master film look creator and keep your clients happy. You'll see a real-world example of what my clients wanted, how I delivered, and the steps you can take to make sure you are successful. For those who don't know, my name is Nicholas. I've been color grading professionally for 5 years now. I work with agencies and independent filmmakers daily, and color grading is all I do. Alright, let's go over the 3 tools you need to know to become a master film look creator. The first tool is your custom curves. Once you open up DaVinci, go to your color section. The tool we are using for contrast is found in the curves section right here. Now to create a cinematic contrast, we need to shape this white line here as close to an S as we possibly can without compressing the shadows or highlights of our image. You can create your own S-curve by using your own anchor points like this, but the tool I like to use with this is called Edible Splines. To find it, you click these 3 dots here, select Edible Splines, and now you have more control over the curve. Now this is my favorite choice for contrast because it gives me more creative control to tackle multiple scenes with different lighting conditions. However, if you prefer to use your own anchor points, you can do so as well by clicking these 3 dots again and select Add Default Anchors and make the adjustments from there. Pro tip, a cinematic contrast is going to look even more professional if your mid-grays have retained their detail. So if you have a plugin tool that allows you to see where mid-grays are sitting, you can tailor your S-curve around it so the details under mid-grays is preserved and not lost. In one of my latest projects, my client told me they loved the look, they just thought the shadows on the subject's face was too harsh. To adjust, I made sure my mid-grays were preserved and lifted the edible spline in the shadows to bring some detail back. Always make sure how and what your client filmed is preserved in your adjustments. By the way, if you are really enjoying this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more color grading videos in the near future. I will be breaking down more tools and film looks for you to create on your own. So let's continue. The next tool is called Color Slice. This can be found next to the curves and is a great way to achieve rich film density as well as to select individual hues and change the saturation on them. You can change the luminance with these bars here, as well as the eye drop bar here for saturation. However, if you want to maximize the full potential of Color Slice without breaking the image in any way, I recommend you create a parallel mixer by right-clicking, selecting Add Node, Add Parallel Mixer, create another node and label HSV, and attach both nodes to the mixer. Then you can increase your gamma in the HSV node. This will effectively protect your colors from getting distorted when you use Color Slice, but also adding to the richness you created with it. Your colors and luminance will basically run through the HSV layer, giving you the proper adjustments without distorting the color balance you've already built. If you want an alternative to Color Slice, then I recommend you check out Mononodes.com, where they feature DCTL plugins to create rich film colors more seamlessly. The link is in the description below. The last tool you need to know to become a master film look creator is none other than film grain. To apply it, go to your Effects tab, select Film Grain, and drag it to any of your empty nodes in your node tree. I suggest you apply it at the end so it behaves as a final overlay of the whole image. Think about the behavior of the top layer of Photoshop. It's virtually the same thing. In the settings, you can also adjust the grain's strength, size, and softness. Feel free to make adjustments wherever you feel like it. If you understand and utilize all 3 of these tools, the custom curves, Color Slice, and film grain, you will become a master film look creator. But before we move on to the real world example, there's actually a secret 4th tool that I use every day that not only takes the digital edge away from my videos, but makes my clients absolutely shocked that it wasn't shot on film. If you go into your blur tab, click highlight, then select A/B, you can make custom adjustments to your radius and H/V ratio to remove the digital edge of your image. By smoothing out your edges, especially on the subject's face, and not the entire image, you will have a greater understanding of what makes film look like a film. Now let's move on to the real world example. With the stock footage that you can find on ArtGrid, my client wanted me to do a test to turn this footage into something cinematic. The first step was to convert the footage to a working color space. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I like to work in a wide range with DaVinci Wide Gamut. It just gives me more room to work with within the color space without breaking the image, or worse yet, making it feel like a cheap flat filter. After I adjusted my exposure to where I liked it, I immediately worked with the contrast curve, created an S shape, and made sure my mid-grays were preserved. Then I moved on to working with my color slice and HSV adjustments to give that rich film density that I mentioned before. Once that's done, and after making adjustments in my log wheels for shadows and highlights, I then work on my film grain to give it that final overlay. And finally, I went into my sharp tool, made the adjustments for radius and H/V ratio to remove the digital sharpness of the image. With using these tools alone, not only did I secure this client, but he paid me over 4 figures to basically copy and paste this into his project, and the end result was something he couldn't be more proud of. If this method sounds too easy to pull off, that's because it actually is. You can pull this node tree into your DaVinci and begin pulling off looks like this right now, and I guarantee your clients in those film festivals will continue to want to work with you. This should be everything you need to know on what to give to your clients, as well as becoming a master film look creator. I hope that it was actually helpful for you guys, and if so, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Last thing, if you're a business owner or a filmmaker that still struggles with color grading and would rather outsource that to a professional, then I suggest you fill out a free booking on my website below to see if we are a good match for the scope of your project. As for the rest of you, if you want to learn more about color grading, then I suggest you watch this video that you see right here.